how to get recommended by powerful people without you asking. You see, in order to get to a higher level in life, a higher form of success, a higher form of opportunity, there are only two doorways. The first doorway is qualification by work. That is you using your own hard work, your own skills, and your own experience to work your way up there, right? The second doorway is when somebody recommends you, where somebody hold your hand and bring you up. They don't need to know you. They pick you because you are recommended. I'm going to give you 5 steps to get recommended by powerful people without you asking if you want your life to change. Everything you see in life that somebody has acquired through hard work and qualification and skill, somebody else has acquired the same thing through recommendation. There are some rooms that your qualification and your skills and your experiences have given you the opportunity to enter. I am telling you that others also have the same opportunity in that room. Others also have the same access to that room. They were recommended simply by that. There is this story between Ruth and Naomi. Most of you know it already. These two women were broken, they were poor, they lost their husbands, they lost their children. Nothing was working for them. One day, Ruth went to Naomi and told her, "We are hungry. I've seen one farm here. I want to go and pick the leftover. I've seen that they are harvesting. I want to go after the harvesters and pick the ones that will be left on the ground." And Naomi said, "Go." When Ruth got to the farm, he went straight to the farm manager and told the farm manager, "Please, I am here. I want to glean. I want to take the leftovers on the ground. Kindly give me this opportunity and let me do that." And the farm manager said, "Okay, you can do that." And he started picking the leftover on the ground. When the main farm owner, which is Boaz, when he came, he saw a new face and he called the farm manager and asked him, "Who is this new face that I'm seeing here?" And the farm manager said, "Oh, that is Ruth. She came in the morning and asked for a permission to pick the leftover behind the harvesters. And let me tell you, this lady is very, very good. She came in the morning. I thought she was going to pick what she needs and leave. But guess what? She has stayed to help the harvesters harvest. She has stayed from morning till this time. At night, she only rested a few hours. She is even working harder than the workers that we are paying." After the experiences the farm manager had with Ruth, he was so impressed and he was saying a lot of good things about Ruth to the boss. Boaz immediately called Ruth and said, "You see, come. Instead of you picking the leftover, stop. I want you to join the workers. I will pay you, number one." Again, he said, "I have water here. I have water fountain here. Anytime you are thirsty, go there. That's where the workers go. I want you to also join them and go there to drink water anytime you are thirsty." He said, "I have instructed all the male workers here that nobody should lay hands on you." He said, "If you need anything, come and tell me." One instant, the life of Ruth changed. Then Ruth came and knelt down in front of Boaz and was like, "I'm confused. What have I done? Why are you doing all these things for me? You have elevated me to join your workers. You give me direct access to yourself. Why are you doing all these things for me?" Listen to what Boaz said. Ruth chapter 2, verse 11. Listen, Boaz replied, "I have been told all about what you have done for your mother-in-law. I have been told about what you have done." Meaning that all that Boaz, the master, was doing for Ruth, he himself didn't have any reason. His main reason was based on what he was told about the lady. That's how recommendation works. The one who is giving you the opportunity doesn't have to know you personally. He doesn't have to have an experience with you personally. All he needs is to hear something positive about you. Let me ask you a question. From all the places you have worked, from all the people you have encountered, do you have people who can recommend you appropriately when a good opportunity arrives for your life to change? Ruth's life changed. There are 5 main things she did for her to get this high level of recommendation for her life to change. The first thing to get recommendation by powerful people without you asking is by being selfless. Always aspire to be as selfless as possible. When Ruth came to glean, she said, "I want to pick the leftover." After she picked what she needed, because she was not selfish, she didn't leave. She waited to help the farm workers to also achieve what they want to achieve. Whenever you encounter people in anything, business, life, wherever, after getting what you want from them, always make sure you help them get what they also want from you. That is by being selfless, not selfish. So to be recommended, the first attitude you need is selflessness. The second step to make people recommend you without you asking, add value to people. Always add value to people. When Ruth got to the farm, after getting what she wanted, she decided to add value to the people who gave her the opportunity. What is the value? If the workers were 10, she decided to volunteer herself to make them 11. If it was originally going to take 5 hours for the 10 people to finish harvesting, because she has offered herself to join, instead of 10 hours, maybe they will use like 9 hours. That's value. To get recommendation from others, always add value to the people you meet. Find out what they need and see how you can help them get it. That is value. The third step to make people recommend you without you asking is exceed expectation. When you promise A, make sure you deliver more than A. That is how you learn recommendation. In that way, you have registered your name in their mind. Whenever there is an opportunity, they can't forget you. The fourth step of making people recommend you without you asking, build consistent character. One good moment does not create recommendation. People recommend you when they know you for a specific thing. So recommendation is a summary of repeated observation. When somebody observes you today and they see one thing, and they observe you tomorrow and they see the same thing, and they observe you the next day and they see the same thing consistently, they summarize that and say, okay, this is where you are. This is where you are good at. I'll recommend you next time. Whenever you have an opportunity to encounter people more than once, make sure the experience they had with you the first time is the same experience they are going to have with you the second time. Make sure the experience they had with you the second time is the same experience they are going to have with you the third time. That is how you make people recommend you. That is how you make people recommend you. Then the last step to make people recommend you without you asking is when you are visible. Ruth and Naomi, their life changed because Ruth decided to go out to be visible in people's eyes. No matter what you are good at, if you are hiding, nobody is going to see you, right? So always be visible. Show what you can do, because people can never recommend you if they don't see you. People will only recommend you when they are able to see you. So show your work, show yourself, and be available around people. This is how you make people recommend you without you asking, if you want your life to change. This is what I came to tell you.